everyone! As the title of this video is already telling, this video is going to be all about the essentials of a makeup kit for beginners. So the products I'm going to show you today, or I'm going to talk about, are really, in my opinion, necessary if you are going to start with makeup. There are other things where I think, well, you can skip them for a while. You don't really have to concentrate on. Those are things you can add after some time, after you've kind of developed your basic kit. And I will show you now what I think is a must-have in your makeup bag. If you're starting with makeup, you can get confused about all the different products out there. I know what it was like to me when I first started to really get interested in makeup. I bought a lot of things I ended up not really needing, and I will help you today to avoid this. Something you actually already should own, but still it's important to mention, I guess, is your moisturizer. I'm just showing you mine right now. Doesn't really matter what brand it is. It's just about finding the right moisturizer for yourself. That depends on your skin type, on your needs, so I'm not really going into detail with that, but even if you're not using makeup, your moisturizer is something that you should really use every single day, at least once. I recommend to use it in the morning and then before you go to bed again. And as I've said, even though if you're not wearing makeup on that specific day, I think you still need your moisturizer. So that's why I said at the beginning, this is something you should already own. But nevertheless, it's important to know that this is one of the essential things in your basic makeup kit. So for this, I really recommend to go to a counter and let the ladies or the guys at the counter recommend something. They will see what your skin is like. They will maybe actually also see what else you maybe need to get your skin in shape, you know, like a face wash or something. They will tell you. They will also look at your budget, and they know about the ingredients, or they should know what the ingredients are. So if you have any allergies, you can tell them, and they will figure something out. The next thing necessary to have in your basic makeup kit is, in my opinion, your foundation. Again, it doesn't matter which brand it is. You can go to the drugstore. The only thing that I think which can be a little trickier is really finding the right shade. For several reasons. First of all, you might find a nice foundation that works good with your skin conditions, but they're not offering the right shade. So you might have to actually buy two shades and mix it together. The other problem could be that you, maybe don't be in the right lighting while you're picking your foundation, and a shade that looks great in artificial light doesn't mean that it also looks good on natural lighting. So this is something you also have to concentrate on. And then the other thing is that you should be aware of is that your skin color can change during the year. So if something fits to your skin type in the winter, where you maybe haven't got that much sun, it might be too light in the summer. That's something you have to take into consideration. You have to think about that. So if you are not sure what the right shade is like, or if you don't know how to actually figure it out, and I think actually, especially at the beginning, this can be a little hard to really find the right shade. Again, I would recommend to go to a counter because, right now I can't really give you any recommendations because I don't know what your skin color is like. So if you're not sure, really go to the counter. And something I can always recommend, if you don't want to go to a counter and ask someone else, ask in the shop if you can also try the shade in natural lighting, because the artificial light in those stores, well, they make everything look flattering, but the shade that looks good in this artificial lighting might not look good in natural lighting. There is a huge difference. Sometimes it works both ways, but I've experienced myself that there can be a huge difference. So be aware of that. So now that you have your moisturizer and your foundation, you can use those two in combination to create your own tinted moisturizer. I know there are days, of course, when you want to go out at night or something, where you definitely want to go for full coverage. But maybe if you're just going to do some sports or whatever, where makeup is actually, well, something that can be a little too much, but you still want some sort of coverage on your face, which I can understand, you can use this in combination to make a tinted moisturizer. And that way you don't have to pay for an additional product, especially at the beginning. I think when you have to buy all those different things, you want to take care of your money. So avoiding to buy another product that you're just using here and there from time to time is a good thing, I think. So my tip is use those two products in combination to actually create a third product, your tinted moisturizer. I recommend to also get a highlighter color. This might not sound or seem like important, but to an entire face of makeup, I think it is important. It makes a huge difference. I'm just going to show you this one, which is Virgin. Just go for a light shade, maybe with some shimmer, but not huge glitter particles. I would recommend that. There are different kinds of highlighters. You can get like really wide ones, then beigey golden kind of colors, or pinky highlighters. Just look for whatever you prefer, whatever makes you look the nicest. This is my favorite highlighter. It's actually, well, a beige peach kind of combination, and you can use that for two things. First of all, of course, for underneath your eyebrows, and of course in the corner of your eyes. It always brightens up the eyes very nicely, and you can use this on top of your cheekbones. The fourth product I would recommend to put in your kit is a bronzer. Of course, the obvious reason is, well, to make your skin look a little more like kissed by the sun, but there are multiple ways you can use it. Of course, to get a little more tan all over, that's one thing, but you can use it for contouring, for using it as a blush, and you can also use it as your everyday eyeshadow color. Just put it in the crease, and I really do love to use this on a daily basis as my eyeshadow, because I'm going to put it right here, and then with another brush I'm using the same color in my crease, and then I'm good to go. I don't have to do really anything more to my eyes. Now that we are already talking about eyeshadows, or actually colors for your eyes you can use as eyeshadow, I'm also going to show you another eyeshadow. I think it's absolutely necessary. It's MAC Carbon, or actually no, I shouldn't say MAC Carbon. The important thing is that it's a matte black. Doesn't matter what brand it is, just make sure that it's really a matte black, so no shimmer included, and you should be able to blend it very well, which can be tricky with black eyeshadows in my opinion. And this is something I would recommend to use as an eyeliner, first of all. And you use that instead of those pencil eyeliners. I think especially at the beginning it can be a little tricky to use those. And you can use it to kind of fill in your lashes to make them look bigger. You can do the winged look. The other reason why I would actually recommend to get a matte black is to use it in combination with your bronzer as an eyeshadow. As I said, for the day or during the day, you can just put the bronzer in your crease. For a night out, you maybe want to go a little more dramatic. Then I would recommend to use the bronzer all over your eye. Don't forget your highlighter underneath here and in the corner. And then you can go a little bit more like with a dark color like this black into your crease or at the outer corner. And yeah, just create something like a smoky eye. We haven't talked about lip products yet, but that's going to change because another product that I think is necessary is to get a nude lip color. And I would recommend to go for some sort of pinky nude lipstick. This is one color. Then there's also, oops, that was the cap. This one, which is a little more beige than pink. Why I would recommend to use a pink lipstick or a pink nude lipstick over just a simple beige nude lipstick, which I think is, well, more the obvious thing to go for, is actually because you can use this pink lipstick as your blush as well at the same time. It's an old trick. I mean, people have done it for years, but somehow I think we forgot about this. That's still something that's going to work. If it has worked for years, why not now? So you don't have to buy an extra blush, which can be expensive, I know for sure, and the quality of the blushes, the pigmentation is not always that great. So if you have found a nice pinky nude lip color, you can use this on your cheeks as well, no problem. But of course there are days where you don't want to be all natural looking and you also want to go a little more dramatic on your lips. I would recommend to pick a red lipstick for that purpose. There are tons of shades when it comes to red. There are really like deep burgundy reds, and then there are like bright orangey reds. These are just two colors. Just pick whatever you feel comfortable with. I don't recommend to go for a light color or a dark color when it comes to red. I think both shades look great on everybody, but you just have to feel good about wearing this color. But again, if you pick either one of those colors, you can use them as blush again. So by picking the pinky nude lipstick and one of the red shades, you will have two lipsticks and two blushes at the same time. So far I've just shown you lipsticks. I know, of course, you will feel at some point, oh, today I want something more like a gloss. Then I would recommend for this purpose to get a more or less clear lip gloss, just including a little shimmer and not really showing an actual color in the gloss. And I will show you why. I will swatch two lipsticks for you. There you have it, the pink nude and the darker red. And I'm just going to use this kind of gloss. I'm going to show you what it's looking like without any lipstick. It's right here on top. You can see it's more or less a clear lip gloss. It just has some pearl motes and shimmer particles included. And now I'm going to put that color on top of my lipsticks. So that was the pink and now the red. So there you go. You see the two, I hope you can see this. The two colors are a little more shimmery right now, but they are still more or less the same color. Maybe not that intense anymore, but these are still your lipstick colors. So why would I recommend this when the lip gloss is not actually going to change anything about the lipsticks? Well, if you feel like wearing a lip gloss, which I can understand, but you still don't want to wear 10 lipsticks and 10 lip glosses so that you have every shade as an option in the lipstick and a lip gloss version, you can just go for your lipstick color, which you can always use as a blush, which is not going to work with a lip gloss. That's what I thought about would be best to go for rather than just going for lip glosses. You can still make your lipstick work as a gloss if you just go for one lip gloss color with a little bit of shimmer, and yeah, you can just transform any lipstick that you've bought and you liked because of the color into a lip gloss. So that way you don't have to spend all your money on additional lip glosses. One of the most important things, I guess, for most girls and women is the mascara. And of course I'm going to include this into the essentials for a makeup kit. I think it's hard to find another product that you can use instead of mascara but get the same results. So mascara, in my opinion, is definitely something that you need, but you can pick the color you prefer. You know, there are brown mascaras and blacks, and then there are tons of fun colors like green and blue. You want to stay away from those at the beginning, I guess. You can play around with them later. If you feel like wearing some blue, then go for it. But for the necessary things in your makeup bag, you want either to pick a brown or black, whatever you feel, again, more comfortable with. And there is also the option of clear mascara. Just whatever you prefer and makes you feel most comfortable is the best decision, I guess. So these are really the basic things you should have in your makeup kit. Of course, soon when you play around with makeup, you will see other things you want to try. And you will play around with different kinds of eyeshadow colors and lipstick colors. Those are really just, yeah, the basic things. And I've limited my essentials to, I guess, 9 products. But I think those are really necessary. I don't think you can really go any lower than those 9 things. Maybe if you just concentrate on one lipstick color instead of 2. But we want to have fun a little bit. We don't want to look all the same at every day. You know, you want to change up your makeup a little bit, and the easiest way to do that is by applying another lipstick color. Another important thing for me was to show you products that you can use on multiple ways. For instance, like the bronzer that you can also use as an eyeshadow. Because that way you are going to save some money that you can spend on other fun things. Like, for example, another lipstick color, which is going to change your entire makeup at the end. You probably have noticed that I haven't included any tools or brushes in this video. There is a reason for it, and the reason is that I'm planning on doing a separate video about that. So there is going to be another video where I'm going to show you what brushes are essential at the beginning to have for an entire face of makeup, and what other tools I would recommend to get. But I just didn't want to put this together with the product I've just shown you in the same video because, well, basically the video would have been just way too long. I wanted to avoid that. So there are going to be two separate videos at the end. I've just shown you the essentials you need, in my opinion, to get started with your own makeup collection. And now I wish you a lot of fun while you go shopping for your makeup. Bye!